I know, there's a lot of them.
This week. This is your weekly reminder to check the back of your bulletin and make sure you're not missing out on something exciting that's happening this week. They're all listed there. If you want a paper monthly calendar, they're available at the welcome table. Please remember that this service, like every service we do, is being live streamed. The committee who is developing plans for renovating Waters Hall wants to remind you that you can meet with them and hear their ideas in the sanctuary either Wednesday, April 15th at 1 p.m. or Sunday, April 19th, immediately after church. If you're interested in helping, if you have ideas, or you just want to know what's going on, go to one of those two meetings. Today we have checkpoint at 11:30 in the sanctuary. If you're new and you're trying to figure out where you want to get started, which team, which group, checkpoint is where you should begin to figure out where you can bring your gifts and where we can help you. And if you've been here for a while and you just feel like you're not involved enough, come on down to checkpoint, see what you can find. For any new or existing member, Lisa Willa and Sally Erb will be at the welcome desk after the service today to take pictures for the congregational directory on Breeze. If you don't have a picture yet, or your old one is 25 years old, consider coming and saying cheese for Sally and Lisa. Please see them right after the service today. And I think that's all I've got, Eileen.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Amy, forgive me if I'm in front of you here. I hope not. This is birthday Sunday because last week. This is birthday Sunday because last week was Easter. We're acknowledging all of those who were born in April. You can see here, but there's a great list. Judy, Sue, Dee, Lori, Matt, Chris, Amy, Kathy, Patty, Diane, another Patty, and Marcia. So let's all do a quick happy birthday to everybody and help yourself out there to cake and cookies after the service. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear everybody. And Amy, happy birthday to you. Thank you. Thank you.
We gather this morning as one community, a community united by common ideals: love, justice, diversity, freedom, mutual care, equity. Yet, look around. Look at the faces of those around you. Each face represents an individual, every one of us with our own story, needs, strengths, and faults. We light our chalice today honoring our common connection and also the uniqueness that lives within each of us. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Venice, which we lovingly call UUCOV. We are so glad you're here today for this special service, Fields of Love. Community is one of the great gifts of this congregation. In a world that can sometimes feel lonely, harsh, or divided, this is a place where people come to find connection, kindness, and belonging. Here, we find our people. Here, we are reminded that we do not have to walk through life alone. This morning, we celebrate that spirit of community through our flower communion. Each of us brings something of our own, a small potted flower or plant, something living and lovely and unique. Together, they become a shared garden during the service, a sign of the beauty we create when we gather. And then each of us will leave with something different, a new plant or a flower to take home, reminding us that in community, we both give and we receive. Even if you didn't bring a flower or a plant today, please come forward when called and choose one anyway. Thank you for being part of this morning and part of this beloved community. Let us begin together in a spirit of gratitude, openness, and love.
here today. Good morning. Welcome to the day, to the sanctuary, to this gathered community. Welcome to Fields of Love. There are so many places in the world where people get told that they have to fit in order to belong. They have to be quieter or smaller or simpler or more agreeable. But this is meant to be a different kind of place. It's a community where human beings can come as they are in all their complicated splendor and be met with open hearts. That's part of the miracle of community. We don't all arrive at the same point in the same way. We don't all bloom in the same color. We don't grow at the same pace. And yet together we make something more beautiful than we ever could alone. Today we're celebrating the first flower communion that we've done since I've been here. We're giving it a shot. Many of us brought small, living, beautiful plants to put here on the table. It's one of the sweetest moments in the life of a congregation, realizing all the differences we bring, and yet we're able to be here together. Another one of the sweetest moments in the life of a congregation is welcoming the new members. And we get to do that today too. And welcoming new folks into this community is saying something holy and hopeful. It says there is still room for you. Room in our hearts, room in the story we're telling. You belong here. Your voice matters here, and your presence changes us for the better. So this morning we're going to open ourselves up to gratitude for one another, to give thanks to old friends and new faces, for roots that hold us steady and blossoms that surprise us with joy. Let us enter into this time ready to be nourished by beauty, by welcome, and by love. Come, let us worship here together. Please rise in body or spirit and join in singing our opening hymn, number 21, For the Beauty of the Earth. When we do our offering, we always do it with a joke because giving should not be painful. A spaceship lands in St. Peter's Square in Rome, and an alien emerges. It is immediately granted an audience with the Pope. After the alien assures the Pope that they come in peace, the Pope asks, "I know this question may sound odd, but I was wondering, do your people know Jesus Christ?" "Well, of course we do," said the alien. "He visits our planet every couple years. Fantastic guy." "Every couple of years," said the Pope. "We've been waiting over 2,000 for him to come back." "Really?" said the alien. "Maybe he doesn't like your chocolate?" "Our chocolate," said the Pope. "What does chocolate have to do with it?" "Well," said the alien, when he came to our planet, we gave him a big hug and brought him a box of our finest chocolate. What did you guys do to him?" An Easter leftover. The morning offering will now be blasphemously given and received. Thank you so much, not just for anything you've given today, but for everything that you do for the life and the work of this community. Because it's as a community of human hands and human hearts that we come together here as we struggle with life's sadness and we celebrate life's joy. So if you have something to share, please raise a hand, and Tom or Tony will bring you a microphone. We just ask you try to keep it under a minute.
I know, I'm a regular with Joys and Concerns. Kim McHugh, and I just want to talk in the spirit of cooperation. The grounds team, led by Steve Leapley, and the green team with Olga Hebert, cooperated, and if you go outside by the Memorial Garden, you will see that our grounds have gotten a wonderful haircut. Please enjoy the view of the pond.
Good morning, Wayne Lucidian here. I'm heading back to our apple orchard in New Hampshire on Thursday, so I just want to say goodbye, and I'll see you back in the fall. And thank you very much. It's a wonderful congregation.
Hi, I'm Kathy. I'm the librarian, but my joy is different than a library. I have such joy for moments that we can get together and get to know each other, like the Sage group. We did the sailing together for the auction. And then tomorrow, there's a little kayaking trip too with a few of us out of Senator Bob Johnson's Landing. And if you want to join us there, just see me after this too. It's so joyful to get out with everybody.
Hi, I'm Peggy Drogash, and I have a joy. Many of you know that I have been dealing with shingles in this eye for the past 2 months, and the doctor that my ophthalmologist sent me to, who was going to do the whole thing and eventually leave laser next week, and then in May, corneal transplant, and instead it got whooped with just the medication. So I'm 80%.
Hi, I'm Barb Gundy. I just wanted to share a joy and a thank you to Lisa. She and 2 of her colleagues, a cellist and a violinist, put on a wonderful concert that she had auctioned, and there were, I think, 11 or 12 of us there on Friday, and it was fabulous. Thank you, Lisa.
I'm John Van Camp, and chair of the Social Justice Alliance of the Florida Suncoast, and we invite all of you to come and celebrate with us on Wednesday at Hotel Venetia, when we reflect on what happened at the conference, and we look forward to the next year. Come bring your voice in your celebration. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Judy Heifel. Yesterday I attended a play here called Building the Wall, and I want to say this simply: it was the most powerful play I have ever seen in my whole life.
Hi, I'm Patty Walton, and I have a joy because my friend Marcy Connolly is here from Western PA, and our children grew up together. So she's like my bestest friend, and it's such a joy that she came to church with me today.
Hi, I'm Donna Jewett, and I have risen. So I'm carried out here. I want you to know that I thank everyone for their texting and calling me and being with me in the ER and all the things that you all did to help me through this. But I'm fine, I just don't have a diagnosis of why this happened, so I just have to find that out before I can go traveling again. And I have a joy that my granddaughter, Kai Imperial Jewett, got accepted to Harvard, all full scholarship.
Kerner, and I just want to thank everybody who came to that. Thank you, Judy. It was a searing play. It was a very difficult play to watch, to hear, and to contemplate the consequences of the deportation and the ripple effects, etc. There's no answer, but there was provocative questions, and I really appreciate so many people worked so hard to get an audience here. So I want to especially thank Dave Williams, where's your beautiful platform, and for Amy's father who designed it, and for Sally Erb for phenomenal publicity. Eileen, we have a treasure in Eileen Howe. She is unbelievable. Thank you all.
And I have one last joy. I would like to thank each and every one of you who has been so helpful since my surgery. For those of you who drove to appointments, for those of you who, poor Eileen Leapley had to drive to keep getting my medicine. I think she felt like a drug dealer. For those of you who brought food and those of you who sent cards, I cannot tell you how much it meant to me and to Nancy. Thank you all so much. May the love of this community hold all who need love and concern, and may the light of our community shine on the broken places of the world, May those who are grieving be comforted, and those who are tired find rest. May the broken places be healed. May those who are filled with joy and laughter be abundant. Our community could not exist if it weren't for the members who make up this congregation, and today we are going to formally welcome and covenant with the new members who've recently joined us in the beloved community. So, Annie, would any of the new members who are here and willing please come up and join me as Annie reads your names?
We have 9 new members since our last welcome. Many of them are seasonal, so looking out, I know that some people have already headed north, but I'm going to read all 9 names, and if you are here, please come up. Let's come across the garden here. Stand here. Okay, 9 new members since January. Andy Candor, Paul Carlucci, Dick Dice, Teresa Foley, Larry Gordon, Lil Hip, Brittany Midkiff Foxworthy. Did I say it right? Yeah. Kaylin Paul and Julie Zip. Just as an aside, Kaylin, or KK, is our youngest member.
We gather here looking for a higher purpose and deeper life than we could find alone. And we're grateful today that each one of you has found your way here and decided to make a commitment to the community. We hope that as a member of UUCOV, you'll allow yourself to know and be known, to minister to and to be ministered unto, to love and be loved by this congregation. We never really know what combination of fate and friendship and sheer good luck it is that brings certain people together in the world. But we believe that membership calls each of us here to celebrate whatever has drawn us together and regard each one as a spiritual friend and potential teacher, even of occasional hard lessons. As members, we pledge to be guardians of each other's spirits, to respect the ultimate privacy of each one's human struggle, and to believe in each one's inherent dignity.
I'm here representing the membership team. As we come together, we recognize that each member contributes to our community, supporting the life and work of UUCOV. Together, we make this a vital and dynamic congregation, working for positive change in ourselves and the world.
A member of a UU congregation makes a free choice to join their life with that of a religious community. If you, standing here with me, are ready to affirm that choice, new members, please repeat the words listed on the small sheet you have before you.
I am ready.
I am ready. I will do my part to maintain this congregation's ongoing life and work. I covenant to build relationships of mutual trust and respect within the community, and to work toward congregational well-being and service in all that I do here. As a symbol of this covenant, I have signed my name in the membership book.
It is the joy and duty of our congregation to welcome you into this community. Would the members of the congregation please read in unison the words of covenant and welcome included in the order of service. We welcome you and invite you to join us in this community's life and work. In the bonds of fellowship and love, we unite to cultivate reverence, promote spiritual growth and ethical commitment, minister to each other's needs and those of humanity, celebrate the sacred moments of life's passage, and honor the holiness of community.
As symbols of this welcome, we offer you the right hand of fellowship and a small gift, and we are so glad you are here. Big round of applause. Thank you all so much.
Our first reading is from So I Am Not a Broken Heart by Charlotte Erickson. So I am not a broken heart. I am not the weight I lost or miles I ran, and I am not the way I slept on my doorstep under the bare sky in smell of tears and whiskey, because my apartment was empty, and if I were to be this empty, I wanted something solid to sleep on, like concrete. I am not this year, and I am not your fault. I am muscles building cells, a little every day, because they broke that day. But bones are stronger once they heal, and I am smiling to the bus driver and replacing my groceries once a week, and I am not sitting for hours in the shower anymore. I am the way a life unfolds and blooms, and seasons come and go. And I am the way the spring always finds a way to turn even the coldest winter into a field of green and flowers and new life. I am not your fault. Our meditation this morning is Community Means Strength by Starhawk. We are all longing to go home to some place we have never been, a place half remembered and half envisioned. We can only catch glimpses of from time to time. Community. Somewhere there are people to whom we can speak with passion without having the words catch in our throat. Somewhere a circle of hands will open to receive us. Eyes will light up as we enter. Voices will celebrate with us whenever we come into our own power. Community means strength that joins our strength to do the work that needs to be done. Arms to hold us when we falter. A circle of healing. A circle of friends. Some place where we can be free. With these words in mind, please join me in a moment of silent thought, meditation, or prayer. Our second reading is Flower Communion Meditation by Lynn Ungar. What a gathering! The purple tongues of iris licking out at spikes of lupin. The orange crepe skirts of poppies lifting over buttercup and daisy. Who can be grim in the face of such abundance? There is nothing to compare, no need for beauty to compete. The voluptuous rhododendron and the plain grass are equally filled with themselves, equally declare the miracles of color and form. This is what community looks like, this vibrant jostle, stem by stem, declaring the marvelous joining. This is the face of communion, the incarnation once more, gracefully resurrected from winter. Hold these things together in your sight: purple, crimson, magenta, blue. You will be feasting on this long after the flowers are gone. Please rise and body your spirit and join in singing number 1064, Blue Boat Home.
times I sing that song, it gets me every time. When I was writing this sermon, I asked a whole group of different people, if I said to you, well, how do you know you're at home with somebody? How do people make you feel like you're part of a community. My one friend said, if I know I can go up to them and say, I have a non-politically correct thought, can I tell it to you? And they won't be mad at me. They'll help me get somewhere with it. I know I'm home. Another one said, you know what namaste means? I said, well, yeah. She said, let's do a little different version of it. I know I'm home when the weirdo in me sees the weirdo in you and we're both like, yes! I love that. And somebody else said it best. She said, you know what? When I'm at my worst, when I am an angry little food goblin, sitting there trying to eat a piece of pizza because I'm in a bad mood and I don't feel good and my tummy hurts and I hate the government, I know I'm home when I can call you and tell you about it and you say, I'm coming over right now and I'm bringing you a blanket. Community isn't about getting it right. We don't about half the time as human beings. Community isn't about perfection. When you find your people, when you find your home, it isn't always dramatic. It may be. But most of the time, there is not a shining beam from the sky and a chorus of angels going, look, there. You walk in and somebody smiles at you and you notice somebody else has on a shirt that you would have picked. Somebody else comes up and says, I'm with the garden group. Do you like gardening? And you know you have found your weirdos. You've found your people. You found the folks that see you as you are. Tender and complicated, occasionally mean, sometimes sleepy or grumpy, sometimes all the 7 dwarfs at once. And they still invite you to their house next week. When you find that kind of community, you breathe differently. You laugh a little more easily. You stop rehearsing every word you're going to say before you say it for fear that you'll do it wrong. And you start thinking, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here at one of the places I have been looking for. And finding your people is one of the joys of being alive. Not because they agree with you on everything. They certainly do not. It's not always easy, because human beings are gloriously difficult and beautiful. Community takes patience and forgiveness, takes a sense of humor, and showing up on days when you're cheerful and on days when you're cranky. It takes learning how to be disappointed without walking away forever. But even with all of that, there is something sacred about finding a group of people where your soul can rest. And that matters more than we like to admit. We live in a world that is profoundly lonely. We're more connected than ever and more separated than ever. People go through days and weeks and months feeling unseen and unappreciated, surrounded by noise but starved for belonging. We know how to make small talk. We're not always good at big talk. We perform competence, confidence, cheerfulness. We don't always know how to say, I need help and I need it now and I need a hug. And I'm not good right this minute. Because we get told day after day, you got to bring something to the table or you're not worth anything. We say to you, you're worth it because you're you. Most of us learned early on that tribalism is alive and well in the United States. You can belong if You can belong if you don't ask too many hard questions, or if you don't look too different, if you vote the right way, if you're the right size or physical ability, the right age. You can belong if you keep your grief tidy and hide your scars. We don't say any of that. We say, come as you are, messy as you are, scarred as you are. Wear the sleeveless shirt so the scars show. We love you. We love you the way you are. Another friend out of the ones I asked when I said, what does home feel like? She said, it feels like hot soup when you're tired and a little too cold. I love that. It feels like laughter in the next room. It feels like knowing that someone will notice if you do not show up. Community helps to make us whole. We do flower communion not to show off, not to be fancy, that's why we keep it small, but to remind ourselves year after year how different and yet how beautiful we all are. When you look at the flowers on the table, alive and thriving, no two perfectly alike, no two perfectly matched, that's us in a nutshell. Some congregations do all dead cut flowers. I like live ones. Just a little reminder that the congregation is alive with you even when you're not here, even if you're traveling for the summer, even if you're somewhere else. There's just a little bit of us there with you. Now this is our first year, so we probably didn't get the number right of flowers. What I will say to you is when we finish today, if you want to take a flower home, please come up and take a plant home. Just don't take home the one you brought. I am thankful for each and every one of you in this community, for what you bring, for what you take, and for who you are. And you matter each and every day. May we be blessed in our togetherness. May we be held when we separate. May the flowers remind us that we are beautifully unique. May we know that we are loved wherever we go this summer, that we are held in a flower communion, in a field of love, no matter where we are, what we're doing. We have a home here to come back to. And we have hands holding ours. And we have love cushioning us. I hope each and every one of you has an amazing summer, whether you are here or somewhere else. And that you remember that you are loved. Elaine, would you blow out the chalice for me? May the fire of our faith never diminish, and may we bloom together in fields of love now and in time to come. I ask you to please rise in body or spirit. Join in singing our closing hymn this week, number 118, This Little Light of Mine. I want to hear you sing out on this one. I know you know it.
Shine,
travel. Peace, ashe, and may it be so.